Hello family, how are you guys doing today? If this is your first time watching my channel, you are welcome. I'm so happy that you tuned into my channel to take your beautiful time just to watch my video. Well, my name is Antoinette Hunter from Amazing Growth. On today's video, I am going to be talking about what to do if an autistic person is stressed. I like to keep it to say what to do if an autistic child is stressed, because all I do is work with children and family. So the first thing that you do when a child is stressed, you guys want me to be really honest? To tell you exactly what to do when your child is stressed, the very first thing you do, some of you guys have been watching me for a very long time. Some of you guys can actually guess to what I am going to say. And if you say that the first thing to do in your mind is to pray, you're correct. I'm always saying that prayer is the first thing. Start learning how to pray first, because everything happens in the spiritual realm before it happens in the physical. But that's another topic for a different day. But I just have to be honest with you guys that prayer is the answers to everything, but it doesn't mean that you shut the doors to having other things along with prayer. I am not asking you to go to a sangoma somewhere. I am only saying that you should pray and seek for counseling and therapy for your child. If your child is stressed, how do you know your child is stressed? You are mom, you are the father or the mother of that child. You know when something is going on with your child. Sometimes when they're young, it's hard to tell, but you can tell when they cry a lot. You know that something is not right. It can be a form of stress, that they're stressed about something that you don't really know, because they're not able to communicate their emotions. When they can't communicate their emotions, it's very difficult. But if the kid is a school-age child and they're stressed, you will see signs that this child, something is not right with this child. They won't even play with anything. They'll be by themselves. Sometimes they'll just be in one location and rock themselves back and forth. They'll be very aggressive and just get angry for everything. You know they're stressed. You know something is not right. Something is going on within that child that, is just beyond the child being diagnosed with autism. Okay, autistic children can be happy. Some of them might not show emotions, but that doesn't mean that they should show aggression of being really depressed. If that's happening, then the counseling and the therapy would need to be in place. And how do you counsel a child that's stressed? It's through play therapy. If they have words, you can do a lot of drawings with them. You can role play things with them that will begin to release that stress, and sometimes they'll start communicating how they feel. I have heard a little child said, they call me Miss Hunter in my classroom. Miss Hunter, not happy. Not happy. I'm not going to say the rest of the words. But what I'm saying is, you will know if they're not happy. If something is happening from home and you're thinking that, oh, maybe this, sometimes they'll express it in so many different ways. So make sure you get the help that the child needs. If it's play therapy that they need to release them from that. Most of the time, I tell families that are believers, when you're going through a crisis like that, again, this is my platform. I am a born-again Christian, and I choose to talk about Jesus in my channel. Pray. Read the Word of God. Pray. When your child is sleeping at night, anoint them with oil and seek the face of God while you're getting therapeutic help. Just don't sit there and relax, because a lot of times we don't want to come out and say these things because we're not supposed to mix this. But you know what? I am so grateful that I'm on this channel and I'm in a place where I'm able to speak what I am led. I don't work for myself. I work for the Creator. And when He put things in my spirit to help other families, I'm going to say it just like that. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks, but I'm going to tell you the truth. And you might not like, some of you might not agree with me. That's your opinion. If you have anything negative to say on my channel, to comment, keep it to yourself. Deal with it the way you want to deal with it. But if you're really struggling and you need help and you want to get a breakthrough for your child, I am telling you the things that would help you. That sometimes all of the therapeutic work that we go out there and do does not produce the final result. The final result is in the hands of the God who created your child, who knows what's inside of that child, who can deal with the kids better. And if you can put the therapy and God together, then you can overcome anything, okay? Because He put those people in place to help you. So don't slack on any of it. Put both of them together. Put God first and then do your therapy along with it. And make sure you remain consistent and you're there to all of the counseling and the therapeutic session that your child is having. So that way it can be successful. If the child is having it at school, you want to know what's going on. You want to get a feedback from the teacher, from the counselor, from the therapist. You want to hear something on how your child is progressing. Just don't stay back and not do anything about it, because you are your child's advocate. Mindfulness training. Your mindfulness training. Mindfulness can be a lot of things to different people. To me, I just think that you need to be construct yourself, be mindful. Okay? Be mindful, train yourself. Mindfulness training. Exposure therapy. Get them out. Expose them to the things that you know that they are afraid of so they can overcome that fear. You have to be very, what can I say, strategic on how to do it. You don't want to push it too much. You want to gradually introduce that thing to them. And I'll tell you, I had an experience with a child. The child was did not like sensory at all, and Play-Doh was like a nightmare to this child. This child did not want nothing to do with Play-Doh. The child didn't want to touch Play-Doh. The first time that this child was introduced to Play-Doh, this child cried like crazy. You know what? I didn't push it. I took it one step at a time. The first time was an introduction. The child really cries. I told the child, you don't have to touch it. I am going to play with it by myself. I played with it by myself for 1 minute. And I saw the child, when the child started calming down from crying and realized and trust that, okay, I'm not going to make the child touch it. I brought a teddy bear or a bear next to me and play with it and make them touch it. And then I roll it to the parent would touch it. And then gradually the child, as we were playing and laughing and carrying on, he touched it and not even realized that he was touching it. Before you know it, by the time, in about 2 weeks or so, he began to play with Play-Doh. He would actually push down on the Play-Doh, because you know what? The way it was introduced to the child was not forceful. It wasn't forceful. Okay? So you want to work with a professional to gradually expose some of the things that makes your child feel uncomfortable. Gradually is the term and the focus. As a therapist, it's gradual. With working with your child, you get rid of the anxiety very quickly and easily without the child even knowing that they have been delivered from fear and anxiety. Focus on low techniques and strategies that focus on the reduction of stress. Like sensory integration is one of them. So So like training strategies to help with sensory differences. Again, example I gave you with a child that didn't like to play with Play-Doh. You want to introduce them to different sensory texture. You're doing everything you do, it has to be gradual. You don't want to do it by force. You want to take your time and do it with love, and put your passion to it. Once you put your passion to it, you put your love to it, and you put your excitement to it, the kids will want to play. Okay? They would definitely want to play. They would want to have fun. They would want to be around you. So that is just the key to getting what you want the kids to do and to get success with helping children with autism. Now, this will bring me to the end of this video. I hope this video really helped. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. And please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your comments will really help. Thank you. Bye.